All right, from the runway to the real way. It is sometimes very difficult to take the looks off the models and try them out and have them work for you in your everyday life.
Maybe some designer looks are a bit too much for your style, but there are still elements that you can help recreate the right look for you. Joining us now to let us know what we can expect for fall fashion is Dara Ambriz. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for
Dara,
inviting me.
this is awesome. This never happens. We never talk men's style.
I know.
It's so cool.
This is your day.
I know, exactly, exactly. All right, so let's talk about some of the fall trends that we're seeing for guys this year.
Great. Well, the really cool thing in the fashion industry is you're seeing a lot more focus on men's fashion. And so there's been separate men's fashion weeks. But when I was in New York in February, saw a lot of really cool street style as well as some fashion shows. Some of the looks that you're seeing, there's a lot of shades of gray that you're finding. Proportion, you've seen a lot of like the skinny jeans and everything, but now there's looks of proportion. Gucci, really the creative director, Alessandro Michele, is really pushing the lines and creating that kind of dandy, androgynous look. And so you're seeing kind of feminine elements. I don't know if we'll be able to pull those off in New Mexico, but I've got some ways that you can.
Okay, so yeah, let's talk about some of those.
Sure. So looking at, spent some time in Nob Hill. Great place to shop. You can walk around. And for all budgets, you can go to Buffalo Exchange and spend a little, you can spend a lot. I went into Izzy Martin and to K2, and we really pulled some look, grabbed some friends, and my friend photographer, Aaron, came in and shot. And so what we are seeing is revamping the suit.
Okay,
so, you think Miami Vice, and you think bright suits, and you think t-shirts. Well then, Bruno Mars brought that back. A lot of guys wear blazers and t-shirts, but with jeans. But we're pulling the whole suit together, but making it a little more casual, so it plays on that casual formal. You still got the pocket square, but then you're putting a nice t-shirt, and then you can wear it like with Sambas or Converse to really kind of make it your own style. I have a friend, Jonathan, who loves that prep school look. He wears the really tailored with the piping on the suit, and he pulls it off really well. But you can use fabrics like knits, or it's fall, so you're thinking a little more heavier, kind of the herringbone, those twill kind of looks, but really kind of making it your own, putting a hooding underneath, making you feel comfortable, not so that stiff suit look. So.
Now the color gray, is that something that's kind of trending?
Yeah, it's huge. Like I subscribe because I love men's fashion, so I've subscribed to Details in GQ, and Details is loving gray. They had I can't think of his name, Bradley Cooper on the cover, and he was wearing all gray. They did a photo shoot, and all these shades of gray. And the funny thing about gray is you think the typical either charcoal or kind of like a silvery gray. You can find undertones of blue and red and green and really pull those through. Charcoal with a great brown belt or gray shoes is really good. Layering different colors of gray, so you can actually have a whole complete look and not look like you just
So it's
walked
got a
out.
sense of monochromatics, but it's just the different shades of gray. I really
You're not bad today.
I'm very much. I love gray. I love unitones. Fall, my favorite time of year for sure.
I agree.
All right, another thing I have to admit, I grew up in the '90s. The flannel, distressed jeans, Pearl Jam, Nirvana.
Exactly.
Is that
I'm
coming
right
back?
there with you.
Is
Right
that
there with
coming
it.
back?
Totally
Thank
is. So D Squared showed a lot of the distressed jeans, and then they would put flannel, plaid, and then they put like cool fringe leather jacket with it. But we went to K2, and you can find looks that are like $40. This really cool T-shirt with Kanye on it. Izzy Martin has some really great looks. So if you're looking for more of that polished look, again, you can wear that blazer, but then put plaid underneath it. And different textures, like really soft plaids. Like you think plaid shirts, and they might not be really soft, but the flannelly, really soft cottons that feel good on. So so it's a lot of really fun looks in that kind of grungy world.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about accessories to kind of add to
Oh my goodness. So accessories are really fun. And so that's where I kind of pull in. I love florals in fall. And typically, you think, especially here in New Mexico, you can't wear florals. Well, this is how you can kind of incorporate that more of that feminine look. It's a corduroy tie from Izzy Martin. And so it really brings that pop of color, but you can wear it with your grays. Yeah. And then boots are huge. So I reached out to my guy friends. I'm like, okay, what's your favorite fall trend? A lot of them like, I don't know. But I have one friend, Stacy, he was like, I want these UGG boots that have the fur lining in them. So wearing that. And then, of course, your bag. So, you know, guys now have the messenger bag, they have their briefcase, but they're more stylish. They're not so boxy.
Yeah.
Right.
But the really fun thing is wood accessories. So
I'm seeing that. Yeah. In fact, Brittany got a pair of wood glasses for Topher.
Yes, yeah,
And
exactly.
he loves them. He's crazy about them.
Exactly. They're so
Yeah, there they
chic.
are right there.
Yeah, so there's pocket squares that are made out of wood. There's watches. Yeah, they're pre-cut. You just slide them in. They're called from WeWood. They're so cool. So you're seeing all kinds of really fun elements and they're very natural looking. So
I like
I think the first time I saw the wooden watch, it was at Toad Road. in
yes,
Nob
yeah,
Hill.
exactly.
Yeah, and
yep.
it's
Yep, Ryan Carey's lives
fantastic.
there. Yeah, yeah.
Now, just before we get out, I want to say Izzy Martin, they just recently moved.
Yeah,
Is
they're
that
on
right?
Amherst now.
On
So,
Amherst.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so if you were looking for them before, you got to look for them in their new location.
And
on
the really
Amherst.
cool thing about Amherst is there have been a lot of open vacancies there, and there's really filling up. That's where K2 Boutique is. You know, that's where Izzy Martin is, and there's another boutique that opened up. So it's this kind of retail corridor that's right there. So
Cool.
you can go have a drink at Scalo, go eat, and then go around the corner and go
Do a little
shopping.
shopping.
Nice.
That's right, fantastic. Well,
Yeah.
Tara, these are great.
Yeah.
Got a lot of good stuff to play with now.
Yeah.
Glad to hear that the Grays and the Plaid.
You're ahead of the game,
Yeah,
Jen.
you're
Man.
gonna love this season.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, for a full recap on this, guys, head over to casa.com.